In today's video, I want to show you how to make a scrunchy hair tie that is also a keychain. This thing is so handy because you can put it on your wrist, and I just want to show you how quick these come together. I thought it'd be fun to make a bunch of these. My granddaughter loves them, so I'm going to make 6 of them. I'm going to chain piece them, and just let's see how quick these come together. I start out by cutting 4-inch strips. Once I get them all cut, I'm going to take them to the cutting table just like this, and I am going to cut 24-inch strips. So the size of this is 4 by 24, and that makes the perfect size. 6 is a lot to cut all at once, but my blade is sharp, and I'm going to go ahead and just stack these up. And here I'm going to fold them in half just like this, and I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way down, just like that on all 6 pieces. If you are looking for a sewing machine, this Juki is wonderful. I have absolutely loved it. It has, what is it, 1,500 stitches per minute, I believe. Great machine. That is my favorite thing about chain piecing. You can do so many so quick. I'm going to take them over here and just give them a cut, separate them all, and get ready to do the next step. If you hear any odd little noises, I did just get a little puppy, and he is laying right next to me, making some funny noises. To turn these, you could definitely use a safety pin. My husband made this for me, and this is amazing. I don't know how he made it, but if you have somebody that can make one of these or you know how, they are very much worth it. So it's perfect for turning these. And I know there's some other tools you can get too, but I just put it on there like this and it just slides down. It's just so quick and so simple. You can do it so fast. And now I just want to get ready and iron them flat. I am doing this is I'm just getting them flat and sewing that seam down. That seemed to work really well for me. I am using elastic here, and this is 1 inch by 9 inches. I can leave a link for this elastic and everything that I'm using today. It'll be down in the description box. These are called key fob hardware, and I will leave a link to these down below in the description box. These work great. They have little claws on them right there, and this is the tool that comes with it. And this just puts this whole project together. You just, I will show all the steps of this. This is how I did it. I took the biggest bobby pin that I had and I put that one at this end. That's the one I'm going to insert into the piece, just like this. And since it's big, it's easier to find it as you try to work your way through. Once I get that all the way where the elastic is almost gone, I will secure it with the other one, and I will show you that. Just like that. It goes together pretty easy. With that pin in there, it slides well. There's the elastic right there. I don't want that to move, so I definitely want to secure that. And then I will bring the other end of the elastic all the way to the end. And you can see how the scrunchie just comes together so fast. This is when you want to check it. You want to make sure the seam is running on the edge. I have made quite a few of these, and a thing I found was you want this to be, the width of this to be less than the clamp. So I'm like pushing it together like a little extra to make sure that fits perfectly. You don't want the edges to pop out. It makes it look really bad. When I take it to the sewing machine, I am going to sew it down well. I'm going to go over that several times. And I will do the same thing on the other end, taking out that safety pin, making sure that elastic doesn't slip back in. And I want to fold that over extra tight just to make sure it fits and doesn't show on the sides. This works really well. I like to just center that elastic in the middle. That seems to work the best, and then just pull from both sides. That way one side doesn't look bulkier than the other. And then just sew it back and forth just like I did before. And then I just like to take the scissors and just kind of give it a nice clean cut, making sure not to cut off all my stitches. And then once you do that, you're going to want to make sure it's lined up just right. Make sure it looks how you want. You can always readjust it once it's done, but I just have gotten a habit of trying to make sure I have it the way I want it before I put it together. I'm going to put it just like that. It's a little tricky when you first do this. It's a little hard to hold on to everything. You have to have one finger holding the clamp, and then you got to grab the tool and try to do that. But I'll show you how I did it. I try to just secure one side just a little, not all the way, just enough that I can turn it and get the other side down as well. You want to make sure you're lining this up. It's lined up really good before you really secure it down. These were so much fun to make. I hope you give it a try, and at the end of this video I'm going to put up 2 of my other videos if you'd like to click on them, and I want to thank you so much for watching.